Introducing the all-new Plymouth Acclaim LX. To have V6 power, available room for 6, ultra-drive automatic transmission. To combine the best of all worlds takes a world beater. The new Plymouth Acclaim LX.
Good evening, and thank you for tuning in. This is a breaking news report. My name is Daniel Driffin, and I'm here in Atlanta, Georgia. We have just given word that an oil liner by the name of Exxon Valdez has ran ashore and is spilling more than 38 million gallons of crude oil off the shores of Valdez, Alaska. For more information, we are actually going to send it up to Lawrence McKinney for an eyewitness report. Lawrence, tell us more.
Thank you, Daniel. I'm Lawrence McKinney reporting live off of the coast of Valdez in Alaska. Right now it is 10:30 a.m. and the Exxon Valdez super oil tanker has just collided with the Bly Reef. Currently it is spilling over 500 gallons of oil per minute into the Gulf of Alaska. This is undoubtedly the largest environmental disaster on record. The oil industry has promised a swift and prompt cleanup of this disaster. We'll keep you posted and see how far they get with that. Reporting live for you in Valdez, Alaska, I'm Lawrence McKinney. Back to you.
Thank you, Lawrence. Again, this is some shocking news to hear that a ship of that size has ran aground up in Alaska. It's terrible. So let's learn a little bit more about this quiet fisherman town by the name of Valdez. Valdez has less than 4,000 residents, where fishing is the major sustainer of the economy. Outside of fishing, we have learned that tourism is the the third largest producer or stimulant to the economy, right after oil production. Again, Valdez Oil Terminal is the largest employer of the area, and Valdez is more than 700 miles northwest of the capital city of Juneau. For more information about this accident, we're going to turn it over to our reporter, Brittany. Brittany, what do you have for us?
Thanks for tuning in on this issue. The oil tanker Exxon Valdez collided with Bly Reef and shattered its cargo containers and released 11 million gallons of crude oil into the Prince William Sound. Why did it occur? There were many reasons behind why this happened, but a few main reasons was they failed to maneuver the tanker to avoid the reef, and the captain and crew was not provided an effective vessel traffic system to avoid the reef. And lastly, the oil tanker was a single hull tank, which in turn made it easily for the reef to only tear through the layer of metal. Who was impacted? I will turn over to Daniel Griffin to give you those details.
Again, thank you, Brittany, for that information. So let's talk more about the impact on the environment. Thinking about a catastrophe this size, of course the impact will be felt by everyone. And by everyone, we mean residents of the actual area down to, animals, such as birds, such as otters, sea lions, and other smaller organisms, even down to plankton. According to Green Space and the Sierra Club, more than 50% of the wildlife in the general area was affected by this spill. When we think about the different species, again, these are estimates right now. Maybe 100,000 to 250,000 seabirds will not survive this event. Over 2,800 sea otters, 12 river otters, 300 harbor seals, more than 240 bald eagles, 22 orcas, which are killer whales, and countless number of salmon and herring will not survive this. Again, there's no clear way of knowing exactly what will be the impact of this since it's happening live right now. We will stay up and watch this for years to come, as far as 1 or 2 decades after this event. So for more information, specifically on more impact of this oil spill, we will turn it over to Bria, who is currently in our newsroom. Bria?
Good morning. My name is Bria Carmichael. I'm a public health practitioner that was assigned to investigate and to report on the Exxon Valdez spill in Alaska. And one of the most important questions I raised when doing my research was, did this event alter environmental health practice or policy? And the answer to that question, or the concerns around the question, is that yes, it did. On the environmental health practice side, a lot of attention wasn't put on improving oil spill prevention, but talking to the residents and other professionals who were dealing with this incident, more attention is being geared towards that. It's been talked about of having modified tanker routes being implementing more extensive periodic assessments of ExxonMobil vessels and facilities, and also applying new technology to improve vessel navigation and ensure the integrity of oil spill containment systems. So in the event that an oil spill does occur again, it'll be more an improved response to the incident. As far as the health policy side, a lot of the residents who were living in that Alaska area were called into action to help clean up the spill because it was so massive. And in doing so, a lot of them were exposed to toxic chemicals that affected their health, and they were left to pay many medical expenses on their own without any help. And I would, thinking about just the overall issue on that. In the future, health policy needs to be put in place for those who of those who are going to help out with oil spills, of residents who are going to help clean up their community, but they need to be ensured that their safety is going to be taken care of, and that if something does happen to them, that they're going to be okay and not be put in a difficult situation if in the event that they do get exposed to certain things. So that's what I gathered. Hope the information will be very useful. And once again, Bria Carmichael, and back to our regular programming schedule.
Wow, what an event. So again, you have heard it live from our reporters, Lawrence McKinney and Brittany Willis, live in Valdez, Alaska, and Bria Carmichael in our very own newsroom. So, if you're just tuning in, again, a ship has by the name of Exxon Valdez, carrying more than 30 million gallons of crude oil from Alaska, has run aground outside of the shores of Valdez, Alaska. Oil is spewing out of the sea. Oil is spewing out of the ship into the sea. The oil company, Exxon, is committed to act responsibly and coordinate with the state of Alaska and the federal government to ensure the prompt clean up of this catastrophe occur. Undoubtedly, it will be more than a $5 billion enterprise to clean up something as this massive. Again, only time will tell if the things occurring today will prevent our next large oil catastrophe. Please stay tuned to WMSM News Channel 18 for any up-to-date information on this catastrophe. And again, thank you for your time, and we turn it back over to your regularly scheduled program. Again, have a good night.
The face of daytime drama is changing. Be there for the beginning of Generations, Monday, March 27th.